Hello everyone, I hope you're doing amazing. In today's video we are doing what you can do to achieve your dreams and when it will happen. So we have Amethyst, Rose Quartz, Clear Quartz, Howlite and Moonstone. And the point of this video is I could have just done a when will you achieve your desires, but I thought I want to add the extra step to see what exactly you can do to make sure you achieve that time frame, because sometimes when we hear a time frame you might stop doing things because you expect it to happen, and you know, for things to happen we need the law of action and actually take action in regards to things. So that's why I'm actually including what you can do to get there. This is a short video today just because I am so ill and it is Tuesday today, and I know that for me to keep my upload schedule I need to post, so this is why it's a small video. So just take a moment, meditate on the answers, remember to clear your mind so you don't pick what you want to hear and what you actually need to hear, because sometimes that can happen. But anyway, just skip to the timestamps which are down below, and then hopefully you can resonate with your reading and see what comes up for you. Pearl ones, I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this deck, then this reading is for you, or the crystal rather. We have Amethyst, and we're going to see firstly the time frame which I wrote on paper, and then we're going to look at the actions on the oracle cards on what you can do to help you to make sure you get to that time frame. So the bit of paper first. So this is when you'll be achieving your goals. We have 4 months, so things will take place in 4 months time, or that's when you'll achieve your goals. And now we're going to the oracle cards. I've picked out 3. So this is what you can do to get there. We have attraction, we have anger, and we have detoxify. Okay, so I feel like this group is very passionate, and perhaps you may have some negative feelings towards your goal. So perhaps the thing you're working on, you may be thinking, oh god, deep down I can't do this, I'm gonna struggle. And I find there's a lot of negative feelings, so I'm actually going to focus on the anger and detoxify first. The detoxify goes very well with the anger feelings. I feel like this is what you're feeling currently towards your goal. There could be some struggle, maybe perhaps things you're going through to get your goal, especially when it comes to moving house. That can be an issue. Perhaps it is a very frustrating process. Things aren't really going to plan as you'd like it to be, so perhaps there are some negative feelings towards this. However, the detoxify card is telling you that you need to detoxify, find ways to make you feel good and for it to work out. Find ways to just bring peace into your life and to not let difficult situations to bother you. You can take de-stressing baths, go on walks, try find any methods you can to make you feel good and to help you detoxify yourself. And that's how this will come in, because we have the attraction card here, and I feel like it's saying that law of attraction is going to have a big role in this and how it's going to come to fruition. So perhaps maybe you need to focus on a positive, focus on things that make you feel good, and basically that's going to help you to actually manifest it into your life, because I think manifestation will play a big part of this. So focus on the good feelings, especially with law of attraction. Act as if, I think I mentioned it in my previous video, I mentioned how to make manifesting techniques work. Well, I actually focused on acting as if you have your desires already. So for example, how would you act right now if you had it? What food would you eat? What would you do? And trying to get into that mindset as if you have your desire already, trying to feel anger towards it. I feel for a lot of you is to do with moving a house, or I don't know, I just feel like it is a difficult process, and that's what's making you feel that things are a bit frustrating for you. So yeah, that is your message. Try and detoxify and release any negative feelings, and use the law of attraction, and just do things to make you feel good and lighthearted, and just enjoy life a bit, and to make things nice and easy for you. And that's how things will come into fruition. That's how things will work out. So I hope that resonates for you and brings you clarity you needed. Like this video if it's helped you, or I just given you a bit of clarification, and hopefully next time I have a bit of a longer video when I'm feeling better, but hopefully it's just give you some guidance in regards to that. Anyway, I'll see you very soon, Pearl Ones. Bye. Hello Pearl Twos, if you chose this rose quartz and this reading is for you, we have a bit of paper that has the time frame of when you're going to achieve your desires, and also I have some oracle cards, 3 of them, which is going to give you some guidance on what you can do to help you achieve these desires and get you to that time frame. Because sometimes, you know, you see these time frame things and it doesn't work out because you don't put the necessary action towards it. Anyway, I'm going to take these first and we're going to see the time frame. So we have 2 years time. Now for some of you this could be a bit frustrating to hear that's going to take time, but I feel like for a lot of you you have bigger goals, like more long-term goals, so 2 years time does make sense if that is the case. But hopefully this reading will give you some guidance with the oracle cards. So we have wisdom, step up and lead, and disruption. Okay, what am I getting? I'm just trying to figure out what the message is with disruption. I'm kind of getting that, like, in your journey of achieving your desires, I feel like there may be, well, disruptions. I feel like it is going to be more of a learning process, and this is what I kind of had in mind just beforehand. So basically what I'm getting is that there are loads of lessons that you need to learn along the way for whatever you want to be or to come into your life to be successful, long lasting, and actually work out well for you. And because we have the wisdom card, I do feel like that, yeah, it's lots of lessons. So, you know, spirit is not letting you have this immediately because you need to learn lessons to get there. We have a step up and lead. So maybe some of you could actually know what you want, but perhaps you're not really taking any action yet. Perhaps it could be that you don't know how. And if you don't, I think your first step is to do some research into getting what you want, basically, or like kind of see how other people have done it if they have, and then take it from there. I think that's going to be your first step. But I feel like you need to start making movement even after hearing that it's going to happen in 2 years. Because let's say you decide, oh, it's going to happen in 2 years, I'll do it next year. That's going to still be 2 years time. It's going to be 2 years time until you step up and start doing things. And you know, as you do things, things are going to fail or things aren't going to go to plan, and you're going to learn from those lessons. And once you do that, it's going to be a process of getting you to your end goal and having, like, you know, the best of that goal as well. And I think you need to try not to be a bit disheartened from this message. I feel like some of you could be a bit frustrated to hear that your desires are going to take longer, but what I'm going to say is that it is going to be worth it in the end, and you're going to look back and be like, I'm so glad that it took 2 years, because if this didn't happen, then you know, I haven't learned this, or like if this didn't happen, then I couldn't have done it this way. And I think it's going to be one of those cases you'll look back in the past and be like, okay, that makes a lot of sense for why it had to happen that way. So hopefully that's given you some ideas of what you can do. If you don't know what to do at all from things you need to do to get to your goal, start off with researching. That's what I'm getting. Just small actions every day. You know, you don't have to rush it. That's another message I'm getting. Do not rush this, because that's not going to help you at all. It is something that needs to take time. And once you do so, that's when you'll have success. So Pearl Twos, I hope that resonates with you and brings you some clarity you needed. And comment down below if it does resonate, and follow me for more videos, because I post on Tuesdays now, a mixture between tarot readings and also videos about manifestations and how you can achieve your dream life. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Bye. Pearl Threes, I hope you're doing amazing if you chose this clear quartz and this reading is for you. So we're going to be having a look to see when and how you will achieve your desires. So hopefully you had a desire in mind, and firstly we're going to start off with the time frame, which is in this card. So we have, let me just open it up if I can, let me get to your hands. Okay, so we have 8 months time. This is the message, or like time frame, that I like channeled. So we're now going to pull you some oracle cards and see exactly what you can do to achieve these desires. So we have happiness, ghost, and speak your world into being. Okay, this is interesting. So basically, just a quick thing I want to say. The reason why I have what you can do to get to where you want to be, is because we sometimes see these videos of when things are going to happen, and then we don't put action towards it, and we're like, why hasn't it happened yet? But it's because with things to happen in life, you need to put action towards it. So that's why I've got you some guidance on what you can do to help you to get to that time frame. So we have happiness. So basically, I feel like what you need to do is you need to feel very optimistic towards your goal, have some good like feelings towards it, and also that can help you manifest it into being, because we do have speak your world into being. So perhaps doing some scripting and just speaking like, okay, this is what I want to do. But also I'm kind of getting that perhaps you need to communicate with someone and be involved, because we have the ghost card. This can actually indicate someone from the past, or perhaps someone that you know as well. Perhaps you need to start talking to others and be like, okay, perhaps you may know someone from your past that could actually benefit. It doesn't have to be like an ex or something. It could literally be when you went out a long time ago from your class, or like, I don't know, from your old work, and there was a person that had an interest in this, and then you communicate, and like, you know, if you talk to them, be like, hey, long time no see, how you doing? I know you're interested in this, or do something along the lines of this. Could you give me a little bit of advice? Or I don't know, just something along the lines of that. Maybe try not to just like use them or anything. Make sure you actually contact them, ask how they are, and just don't be like, do this for me. Make sure you actually be nice about it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I feel like someone in your life now or someone in the past is going to help. I just had the most weirdest thing. As I was just reading this, I saw like a shadow of a butterfly. Like, not on this, but just in general. I've never had that before. It's interesting, like ghosts. It's like I saw a ghost of a butterfly. How strange. Anyway, I got butterflies there as well, so that's quite interesting. Maybe butterflies could be a sign for you. It could be something that's quite significant. You could see butterflies. That could be like a confirmation of you're on the right track and things are gonna work out. So yeah, I feel like you need to ask people for help, or just like get advice and just kind of speak to people about your desires and just see what they can do, how it can help, etc. And I do feel like just tapping into your happiness and just focusing on the present moment and feeling optimistic about your desires and good feelings towards it, that's what's going to help it come into fruition. So that's just some small messages there for you, pal theories. I'm sorry it's short, it's just because I am quite ill. So yes, I am having to take it a bit easy, but I didn't want to miss this upload schedule. Anyway, I hope that the reading has helped you. Comment down below if it resonated, and I will speak to you or see you very soon in my next video on Tuesday. So have an amazing day, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, Powerfuls. I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this Howlite crystal, then this reading is for you. So we're going to have a look to see when you'll achieve your desires that you have in mind, and also how you can do it, because I feel like having steps to actually guide you on how you can get there is very important, just to make sure that this time frame does happen. So firstly, to start off with the time, I channeled 18 months, so a year and a half, give or take. It could be a little bit less, a little bit more by a few months, but just kind of take what resonates and just see what happens. So we're going to use these oracle cards and just see what you can do to help you get there. So we have divination, we have illumination, and go for it. Okay, I'm kind of getting a step-by-step process for you guys. So I feel like a lot of you maybe kind of know what you want, but are not really sure how exactly to get there. And I feel like the process for you to do, we have the divination card. That's like tarot readings. That's like meditating, I guess you could say. Using a pendulum, using many techniques, talking with spirit, your spirit guides, your angels, finding ways to communicate with them. I'm kind of getting, for some of you, it could actually be meditation, by going out in nature and just going on walks and just kind of meditating, perhaps even finding like a place in the woods or something, or by water, and just meditating there with the intention of finding how you can go about doing something. That's what's going to help you. And I feel like this is going to be a process that will take a little bit of time. It's not going to be like, okay, I'm going to meditate now and the answer's going to come to me. I feel like it will take a tiny bit of time, just because I feel like for some of you it is going to require a bit of practice, because you may be a little bit new to this, or just like not as I don't know what this word to say, but yeah, kind of fairly new or experienced, that's the word. Okay, and basically when you do this, we have illumination. That's when things are going to come to light. So you're going to like kind of, either from doing a tarot reading or from doing whatever you do what you feel called to, that makes sense for you. Basically things will come to light and you'll be like, okay, so maybe I should start doing this. And I think what you're going to do in different meditation sessions or different sessions, if you read tarot, that could be quite good for you to do with it. Or, you know, it'd be good for you to use tarot to help you get some guidance. I feel like with each and every session, more things will be revealed, and like you'll kind of get more guidance on how you can go ahead getting your desires and making things work out for you, and like knowing what steps for you to take. And then we have the new moon in Aries, go for it. So basically this card's just saying, when you find out how to do it, just go for it. Take action. I feel like this is a bit of more of a long-term goal, and it's just going to take a bit of time. And I think it's because it is a goal of yours that you have, but maybe some of you haven't really had any idea of what you can do to get there. And or maybe you might have had little bits of ideas and things haven't really worked out for you as such. And I think that it will benefit you to like really meditate and get help from spirits. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way for you to get there. And then make sure when you get the ideas, don't question it, just make sure you go for it, because I'm kind of getting the message you haven't got anything to lose by trying. So that's definitely something that will benefit you, just to go ahead and do it. So Powerfuls, I hope that's given you a bit of guidance on how you can get your desires and what you should do. I hope this video resonates for you. I'm sorry that it's short, I am poorly, but I wanted to post a video so I keep to my time schedule, upload schedule, whatever it is. But anyway, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye guys. Pile fives. Oh my gosh. I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this Moonstone, then this reading is for you. I have a bit of brain fog. Oh, I just saw a little rainbow in the Moonstone. That's pretty. I am quite ill, so this is going to be a short reading today, but we're going to be having a look to see when you'll achieve your desires and how you'll do it. So I have a bit of paper here which has got the time frame which I channeled, which is very soon, between 2 to 6 weeks. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be more of a short-term goal rather than something very long-term, which would make sense. But we're going to pull out some oracle cards. So we have Keep Your Heart Open, Transition, and Love. Okay, I'm getting a very strong message here that I need you to like listen to. So I feel like for a lot of you this is to do with love, and for quite a few of you this is a question of, when will my ex come back, when will we be together, when we'll be reunited, all that kind of thing. And you pick the very soon card. Now I need to tell you something that's quite important, so this video could be a bit longer than all the others. Especially with pick a card readings, you might have done quite a lot now, you might be very familiar with this, and you pick a card of, when will my ex come back to me, how do they feel? And a lot of these cards say, oh yes, they have so many desires for you, they love you so much and they're regretting all their decisions and they're going to come back to you very soon, things are moving. And you might think, great, this is fabulous, okay, I'll get ready and all that. And then as time goes by, nothing really happens. So you get to another reading and it says, oh yes, it's going to come back, it's going to be very soon, and you get very excited. Now here's one thing that I want to tell you, especially when it comes to tarot readings, and especially pick a card. When you pick a card and all that, sometimes if you want something really bad, tarot can pick up what you want rather than actually what you need to hear. And I feel like a lot of you have had tarot readings that have said they're going to come back, etc, etc. When actually those readings, especially your intuition when you pick the cards, especially when I said in the beginning, make sure to clear your mind and pick a card. In the reason why these cards are saying yes, they're going to come back is because your intuition, deep down you want to hear that answer, because that kind of what aligns with what you want. And basically what's happening is that your intuition is picking the card which kind of has the answer which aligns with what you believe in or what you want to hear. when actually that doesn't always mean it's the truth, which can be horrible to hear, because you do come to tarot for trusting and all that. And the only problem with pick a card readings is that it can't always pick up your energy. It just kind of picks up this massive energy bubble to do with this, what loads of people are going through this. And the problem is you get these readings and it makes you feel trapped, because you want them to come back, and the idea of them coming back makes you feel good. And these readings probably give you a bit of an adrenaline rush, because you get excitement that they're going to come back, and it kind of keeps you stuck. So that's why I kind of had to break this message to you, because if you're thinking very soon it aligns with every other tarot readings that makes sense, that's what it's saying. Now, if this doesn't apply to you, and if you're still stuck around, maybe some of you have clicked off of this video because it just doesn't resonate, which is absolutely fine. I feel like this is basically, if it's not related to that, then yes, it is going to be very soon. I feel like a lot of you though, this is in regards to love. So it could be, when will I meet my soulmate, or when will we be together? Perhaps you're talking to someone, and it is the case that you will meet someone very soon. So I think for those of you who are like waiting for someone, we do have keep your heart open and transition. And basically what I'm getting is that new love is coming. Now, I feel like the transition card really resonates a lot for you, because you are going to be transitioning from the idea of wanting this person you've had in mind to the person that's actually meant for you. And I think that's why we have to keep your heart open, because Spirit is wanting to tell you that actually someone much better is going to come in. And it may seem so hard to believe, or not the greatest thing to hear, because deep down you want the specific person. Which, you know, is okay. That's okay. And I want you to know that your feelings are completely valid. You know, you've probably had a lot of people in your life that say, oh, just move on, get over it. You know, they're not going to come back. And maybe deep down you do, like, you know, you do want them to come back. And it's been a really difficult thing for you. You know, you want things to kind of start over and be better. And I just want you to know that if you feel like that, your feelings are valid, and it's okay that you have these feelings. You shouldn't feel shamed about them. You know, when you love someone, it's okay to still love them and want them back. But I think Spirit is now saying this is the time to transition, to just let go a little bit, and just keep your heart open to just the possibilities, because something a lot better is actually going to come along, whether you believe it or not. And I feel like if you open your heart and let go of this person that you have in mind, then they'll come through. If you are single and like you don't have anyone in mind, then basically if you can open your heart and transition into the feeling of love and being happy, then this is when this person's going to come through. And if this isn't relating to you at all, and your desires nothing to do with love, the message is just keep your heart open to your desires, because I feel like you are going to be transitioning and coming from a place of love, and love attracts the things that you love, basically. So basically, I'm saying basically love, it's going to help you manifest the things that you love, which could be it is your desire. And just know that if you keep your heart open and be ready for this thing that's coming to you, it will be very soon. I just realized that this is really wonky. I'm so sorry. My camera is a bit strange right now. Strange as in it's a weird angle, and I'm just hiccuping. Oh my gosh, I'm everywhere right now. Anyway, so that is your message. I'm sorry the ending just got a bit weird and it was a bit wonky, but I hope that reading has brought you some clarity. If it isn't what you wanted to hear, perhaps if you're waiting for a person, I'm very sorry. It is a difficult feeling to go through, but just know that you're not alone. So many people has done this, and sadly tarot has made issues in terms of with using like pick a card readings has caused issues with, are they coming back? And that's actually why I've stopped readings like that, because it can keep people trapped. If you're really wanting to know, then I would personally ask an actual tarot reader, because then they can pick up on your energy. So that is your reading. I hope that resonated, and I'll see you very soon. I'll see you next Tuesday with another video. Bye guys.